I must really hate myself because for the first time in forever I decided to check out a bunch of seasonal anime. In the next 10 minutes I'll showcase the different ones I watched in no particular order. I did save my 3 favorites for the very end though, so you can look forward to that. Why am I watching seasonal anime instead of masterpieces and fan favorites that I still haven't seen yet? I don't know. Maybe I actually prefer lackluster distractions over high quality entertainment and would rather deprive myself of true enjoyment, dulling my senses with whatever the fuck this shit is. The world might be ending, but at least there's like 100 different seasonal anime to distract ourselves with, and 100 different fall anime YouTube videos already apparently. Who am I even making this for? Myself? I don't think so. There are many fan favorites returning this fall with new seasons. The Rising of the Shield Hero, Goblin Slayer, The Eminence in Shadow, Dr. Stone, Tokyo Revengers. I am hyped, is what I'd say if I had actually watched any of these before. While I might have managed to somewhat disregard any of the other popular anime getting renewed this fall, even I watched the first season of Spy X Family. And season 2 is, well, more of the same so far. I often find myself disliking children in media, but Anya continues being an absolute treasure. It's fun, but judging by how popular it is, you probably don't need some rando on YouTube telling you to watch it, so take a funnily walking Lloyd instead. Actually, I take it back about this being more of the same so far. The ship arc is absolute fire and certainly managed to catch me off guard. This is probably the strongest Spy X Family has been up until now. I'm having a lot of fun with this season.
Huh?
A 15-year-old girl falls in love with a 26-year-old Yakuza. Honestly, pretty weird. The fact that he's been her guardian since she was 5 and practically acted as her parent? Really fucking weird. It might have gotten a chuckle out of me during one or the other scene, but this whole anime is just odd. Probably popular among many YouTubers, but honestly, not so much with me. Have you ever experienced the nightmares of working for an abusive boss? Going to work day in and day out, month after month, desperate to quit, but where would you even go? And why should your new boss be any better than the current one? It gets so bad that on Mondays, the only thing you look forward to is leaving the office on Friday, and even then it's not guaranteed that you'll have a free weekend, and even if you do, you're only dreading going back to the office on Monday again, so you're paralyzed by fear all weekend, unable to enjoy your time off. Yeah? Well, sucks to be you, because Momosa's new boss is a real G. And also goofy, apparently. The humor in this one is quite shallow, but as an Iyashike or healing type anime, I guess it's doing an alright job. I got some gay vibes very early on, and apparently this one is very popular among boys love fans, even though I'm 100% sure that it's all just bait and will lead nowhere. There is an openly bisexual character though, which is not something you see every day in an anime with a workplace setting. All in all, I guess this one is pretty cute, though it might just be propaganda that's trying to sell us the idea that life as a salaryman is not that bad. Nice try, Japan, but we know the truth.
Huh? 何これ? どうして俺は豚なんだ?
I've seen people on YouTube praise this one for being one of the most unique isekai anime we've ever gotten, because the dude is isekai'd as a pig. I know you guys have very short attention spans, and the only way to keep you people entertained is to jingle a wad of keys in front of you every 2 minutes in the form of an anime waifu, but did we already forget about the guy being revived as a literal fucking vending machine last season? I'm still on the fence about this one. I haven't seen a lot of isekai simply because I can't seem to get into them usually. So far, Jess's personality leaves much to be desired and is akin to that of a rug, if the rug was constantly reassuring you that it's okay to wipe your shoes on it even after a night out with the boys, stepping in spilt liquor and vomit. The story seems to be getting darker as we get further into it, and I guess it might also explain why Jess behaves the way she does, but I'm not too sure about this one yet. I should probably watch some more episodes to make up my mind. Huh. I really like this one. It's cute, the characters are adorable and gay, I guess? Consider me intrigued. Just like with my new boss is goofy, I'm sure it's all just queerbaiting though, but I guess we'll see how it develops. Even as a cute girls doing things anime, it's still pretty unique in that they're trying to build a rocket to go to space. I like that. Oh, and one of them is an alien. Don't worry about it. While I might often daydream about drifting a car into oncoming traffic, my experience with racing anime up until this point is quite limited. I've watched some of Initial D, but the only thing that originally got me to watch it was the hype music. MF Ghost is sort of a sequel to Initial D, but honestly I don't even want to talk about it too much as there's a way better alternative this season. Overtake is an anime that focuses on a washed up photographer who gets pulled into the world of Formula 4, and goddamn did he manage to pull me in with him. While MF Ghost has got a British main character with a horrible English accent and a 24-year-old dude lusting after a 17-year-old schoolgirl, Overtake has got trauma, actually interesting characters, and a setting that just feels more compelling in every way. We are confronted by actual problems that exist in the world of amateur racing, and it all feels refreshingly real. Even if you're not into racing anime, Overtake is worth a watch. It's one of my unexpected favorites this season.
Ninja! どこにいますか? あなたですか? 彼ですか? 誰ですか?
You're funny. I like you. And now you're cutting people's penises off. To become a ninja, apparently? Maybe I don't like you after all. This one is a little weird. Initially it felt quite raw and rough around the edges, but as I continue watching Under Ninja, it's really growing on me. You got modern day ninjas doing modern day ninja stuff, I guess? It gives off very weird vibes, but I guess that might also be why I keep watching? It's certainly one of the more unique anime I watched this season, so I can't hate on it. It's alright, and I'm looking forward to the last few episodes. There's two high school romance anime I'm watching this fall season, and Our Dating Story is probably the more underwhelming one of the two. You got the popular girl who's initially portrayed as easy, but it turns out that she was just made to believe that she has to have sex with her boyfriends as soon as they want. Our main character assures her that he absolutely wants to wait until she is ready though. Basically, he's portrayed as the ultimate good boy when all he's doing is the absolute minimum in this situation. That's not to say that he's a bad boyfriend. No, not at all. He's a good dude and the blooming relationship is still enjoyable to observe. It's all just pretty mediocre, I guess. This one, on the other hand, has the biggest Chad in history. After being rejected 100 times, our MC is visited by the god of love, who tells him that in high school he will encounter numerous soulmates, 100 to be exact, and if he doesn't reciprocate their love, they will die. Rentaro is the best boyfriend you could ask for though, and he has absolutely no trouble taking care of five girlfriends simultaneously. This is a really refreshing harem without any unnecessary misunderstandings or tedious rivalries that lead nowhere. Honestly, with Rentaro being the perfect boyfriend he is, even I'm hoping I can make it on his list of 100 girlfriends somehow. Maybe this could be my isekai. What do you get when you pair a mediocre detective who's too gullible for his own good with the best detective in the world who mysteriously kills all his murder suspects? Well, exactly what I just described to you. Ron Kamonohashi is the best detective to have ever lived, and he's also an edgy looking shut-in, which makes him cool. He's also got this thing where he tells the culprits to off themselves after unveiling the mystery, and Toto, the detective he's basically using as a puppet, has to step in and save the day. The premise is simple enough and the characters are alright. It's not bad, but it doesn't really stand out to me. Unlike this next one, which is a fucking banger and actually leads me to my 3 favorites this season. Imperial China. The East is ruled by the Emperor, whose consorts and serving women live in the rare palace. Mao Mao, a 17-year-old apothecary apprentice, gets kidnapped and forced to work in said palace. After people become aware of her skill set, she's quickly promoted to become the food taster for one of the Emperor's concubines. The setting of this honestly didn't sound appealing to me at first, but it grew on me immediately within the first episode. Mao Mao is an amazing lead character and I'm having an absolute blast with this. Her sharp mind and quick wit make it an absolute joy to listen to her deductions, and her personality and quirks make her one of my favorite characters I've gotten to know this season. Not only that, the anime also looks really nice. I've seen some people complain about it being oversaturated, but I don't mind. I like the pretty colors. I don't really have any funny things to say about this one. Oh, it did make me read up on castration in ancient China though, so there's that.
I'm Dai. Thank you, whoever.
Finally, an anime with not one but 2 relatable main characters right in the first episode. On one hand, we got big-breasted lady who is trying to kill herself after finishing her favorite manga. On the other hand, we got Andy, who wants to die but can't because he's immortal. While I can relate to wanting to end it all, I'm not immortal. or a big-breasted lady. In all seriousness, Undead Unluck is freaking cool. The premise is quite simple. You got negators who negate the rules of the world. Miss Fuko, for example, is unluck and causes people to get unlucky when they touch her. Andy is undead and, as already established, can't die. The animation is bomb, the characters are fun and unique, and the action is top-notch. This rightfully deserves a spot in my top 3 this season, and I'm only disappointed that it's not on Crunchyroll, because some people probably won't watch it because of that. If you're looking for a dope action anime to watch, you should absolutely check it out.
服だけ溶かす薬。男ってのはね、こういうの渡しておけば喜ぶんだよって先生が言ってた。
I'm pretty certain that at this point almost everyone knows about Frieren or has at least heard of it. This fucking anime. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen, and I mean that, ever. The anime follows the travels of Frieren, a multiple-century-old elven mage who, together with the legendary hero Himmel and his party, defeated the Demon King to save the world. The show plays 80 years after that though, and has Frieren gradually realize how those years changed her, and even though it might seem like a minuscule amount of time for someone of her age, how impactful those few years actually were. I can't even begin to describe how much I love this anime. It's beautiful, the characters are the best, and I catch myself crying like every other episode. This didn't make it to the top of Mal for no reason. Frieren is insanely good, and while it might be slower paced than most other anime, I'm absolutely loving it for that. The soundtrack is a vibe as well. I really hope we're getting a proper OST release for this. If you're somehow still on the fence about it, watch the first episode. I've been enjoying it more and more, and I can't even describe how ecstatic I am that we're getting 28 episodes of this.
シュタレク様。
あの雲、おっぱいみたいだ。
エッチだった。
That honestly covers everything I wanted to talk about. I started watching a couple other anime as well, but simply didn't connect enough with them to want to talk about them as part of this video. I know there's a lot more and people are probably going to be mad that I missed one of their favorites, but you know, it is what it is. Make sure to let me know in the comments if I missed one of your favorites or shit on my opinions, and let me know why A Girl and Her Guard Dog is actually a work of art. Other than that, follow me on Twitch. We're almost at 100 followers, which is kind of exciting, I guess. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you around. Bye.